Sub-Zero.
What's going on YouTube? So as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we got part 2 of the Chrome delete. Pretty much did 2 parts because the first part was the easy stuff. Now the second part is a little bit more challenging. So what I'm going to show today in this video is, as you can see, I already did the bottom part. If you didn't see that one, definitely go check that out. So what we're going to do is this part, going all the way around. Keep going, keep going. I'm gonna show you how to do that and show you guys how to do this. But the only thing with this one is you'll probably be better off buying a replacement or an overlay, only because letters might not look that great. I'm gonna try and do the emblem and I'm gonna do front end and try and do the emblem as well. I have a couple more plans for the car, so you definitely want to make sure and subscribe. And of course, like and comment. So if you have any questions, comment down below because I'll try it. I will answer your questions. I know a lot of people are spending either from $250 to like $500 and up for a Chrome delete. So why not figure out how to do it on your own? And shit, if you want to pay me, just pay me with a follow, a like, a comment, anything. It goes a long way. But other than that, I'm gonna hop straight into it, show you guys what to do. So far I have washed the whole car, cleaned it up, just a normal wash. That's why I look like I'm fucking tired, because I am, because I've been working all day. So the car's already clean, but I'm still gonna go through and spray it with alcohol and then wipe it down and then attach the vinyl essentially. So what I'm gonna do now is measure everything out. What I'm going to try to do, as you can see, this part is going to be essentially like the bottom, but what I'm going to try to do is just do like a straight piece, and because like I don't want to have all this wasted space. So what I'm going to try and do is get a straight piece and kind of angle it downwards. Now with this piece back here, this is the main problem. So I'm going to try and do the same thing with this one, but with this one obviously do a length here, and then once I get like back here, start to widen out on the vinyl. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna see how this one goes. If it doesn't go that well for this one, then on this one I'll probably just have to essentially just cut it, and then I don't know, I might try something. But there's also like a little indentation right here, so I might be able to get away with just cutting a piece right here and then make this its own separate piece. I'll see what I can do, and of course I'll show you guys the whole process. All right, so what I got here is measuring tape. Obviously it's one of those, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not no carpenter or anything like that, so I don't know nothing about measuring tapes. But this one, I will say what you want to do is try and measure it like bent as much as you can, just to like compensate for shit, the bend, because you don't want to get it straight. I mean, this is my, like, what I'm thinking. So you don't want to get it straight, you want to kind of get a bend to get the actual measurement. So well, that's what I did. I kind of, let me show y'all, try to bend it. So what I got was roughly about 52 inches. So I'm gonna cut that out and see how it goes. Cost less, and then you probably have extra to do other little miscellaneous parts on your car that might look good with whatever wrap you chose to delete the chrome with. So what I'm going to do now is spray chrome down with alcohol, make sure you get like all the cracks and crevices, all the closed spot, and spray it, wipe it down, and then apply it. Got my alcohol, clean microfiber towel. Recommend just a wrap toolkit because you get gloves, squeegees, even little things like this because you want to get like into the little cracks. I'm gonna take this, put it in my towel, and just make sure I get all that excess spray or alcohol off the edges. And then on my last video, what I did was I taped like the paint so the wrap wouldn't stick and it'll be easier for me to pull it up and squeegee in there. So I probably won't do that for this only because I can open the door and then the only place touching paint is down here. So I'm not really too worried about that. So now I'm gonna let it dry for a couple of minutes and then I'm gonna apply the vinyl. Got the vinyl, peel back in. And I will say that some vinyl, it has arrows to show you it's directional, which way you want to go. This is just regular black, so I'm not really tripping. But if it was like color shifting, you'll definitely want to go in the same flow the entire car. Because I don't know if you guys have seen, but some cars, there'll be one color here, like a certain color shift right here, and then another color right here. So I think that looks kind of tacky and messed up. So you'll definitely want to go in the right direction if you're doing like a color changing or color flip or something like that. All right, so back to peeling the back. I don't think I'm gonna peel back everything yet because I want to be able to form it to that bend. So I'm just gonna do it a little bit at a time. Essentially. So now what I'm going to do is I have my wrap glove here, and essentially what I'm just going to do is just rub on it so I can get it to lay and adhere to the chrome. And I'm just going to do the face for right now. So now what I'm going to do is bend it over and bend it under. Rubbing my hand through, get a defined edge so I can know where to cut it. So this is how it looks up close. I will say if you decide to do it this way and kind of bend it, it's a lot more challenging. But if you don't really care about having too much excess vinyl, then you can just kind of try and cut it out to this shape. If you put the vinyl on the car, then you'll be able to cut it out a lot easier. Make sure you got a freshly cut blade because you don't want it to just kind of nick at the vinyl. But I'm over here because make sure you guys are mindful of, there's like a indentation right above the middle pillar, and then over here you can kind of see a rubber seal, and then at the top there's also a rubber seal. So you don't want to cut the rubber seal, so make sure and get it right in the groove. I tried to put my nails into like right before the rubber is, just so it's better for me to cut it and not cut the rubber. So you can kind of see there's like little indentions down here, even like right there, you can see that. So I know where that rubber is. I got my freshly cut blade, and now I'm just gonna cut these out. All right, so I'm not gonna lie to you, is definitely a lot harder than the bottom. There's no more like excess. So what I'm gonna do now is that same pink tool that I had. You guys might have different ones, but just something to wedge the vinyl into there, and do the same for the bottom and the top. All right, so I squeegeed everything down, and as you can see, everything looks tucked behind the rubber up here. And you can kind of see the rubber down here. So I'm gonna split it. Yeah, so that's the rubber. That's how it looks all the way down. I will say it's definitely not perfect. It's definitely not a professional job. As you can see, like right here, there's a little bit of chrome peeking through. I will say, get yourself a tool like this. They have rubber ones, or these are rubber, but they have some that are more sturdy than this, and I think this is like the flimsiest one. So that's how it looks. Here's the edge. So what I'm gonna do now is heat it up and try and get everything to stick in place where it needs to be. That's gonna be it for this side. And then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna hop on over to the other side.
5 minutes later.
All right, so finish the driver's side. You can see how it looks. So again, this side, not perfect. I will say definitely get one of these, because you can stick it in the crevice, have the blade right under it also. So the rubber's picked up on top and both, and you don't have to worry about cutting through. So definitely take your time, make sure everything is clean, and it should come out great for you guys. So now I'm essentially going to do the same thing, at least for this piece. I am going to cut it here. So I'm going to go ahead, measure that out, cut it, place it, do the same thing I did on the front two, and then do on this piece up to this little crack right here. All right, so went ahead and did the top. I will definitely say your best bet is to come on the other side of the door, open it, and then that way, so you'll be able to cut it right under the rubber piece and know that your blade's not going all the way through, and you'll get a lot sharper and closer cut. So that's my recommendation. And also here you can see this could be pulled back, so that's even better. And I would definitely recommend starting, I guess you can start from here, but there's a lot bigger gap, and then try to wedge your straight edge under here. If anything, pull it back as much as you can. This was probably the easiest part. Should start it with this. Anyway, onto this side. So I went ahead and cut it out. Got my cutout piece, cut it out. So now I'm gonna do the same thing. Spray it, wipe it, and then squeegee it on there. So I kind of cut out the shape and then kind of went a little bigger down there. So now for the next side, I didn't cut out that side yet. So when I'm done, I will take the backing, put it on the vinyl, and cut it out more precisely, so I'm not wasting any extra vinyl. But if you guys get the already cut vinyl, then obviously you don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna go ahead, apply it, and I'll show you guys.
1 eternity later.
All right guys, new day, same outfit. So pretty much what I did yesterday was the front two doors, the back driver's side door. Now I'm about to do back little wedge of the passenger rear window, I guess you could. Let me show you all. All right, so yesterday went ahead, did this other side. So pretty much all that's left for the windows is this corner piece right here. It's crazy how it'll look black. Well, I mean, in the camera it doesn't really do it justice, but sometimes it'll look black also. So what I'm gonna do is I have the other side. So what I did was I put it on the vinyl, flipped it over, and then traced it out. So it should mirror on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead, clean this off. As you can see, we had a fucking pollen storm last night. So gotta go ahead, clean that off. Don't forget alcohol microfiber towel, and place it on there, and should come out well. Alright, so finished with the bag. Didn't really take me long. There is, of course, some mess ups. My hardest thing is getting these straighter and more under there, so I'm still trying to learn that, but I'm sure with time it will come. You can see creases right here. But other than that, when the doors close, you can see like one, so that's not really a big deal. Other than that, there is like a little piece of chrome showing through right here, and when I did the bottom half, a little piece sticking out right there. But other than that, It's not bad. Again, unless you're like really scoping everything out, you're not really gonna notice. But now it looks good enough for me. If I have any extra vinyl left over, I'll come back and do these pieces. And at least it's stopped like right here. So if anything, peel it off right here. And that's all I got to do. Everything else pretty much good. I still have to do the chrome right here. I am thinking about deleting Q50 and the all-wheel drive. Let me know if you guys think I should. I do want to try and wrap this. I did it last time on my other Q and it didn't come out that great, but I don't know. We'll try it, see how it is. And then I'm debating taking these off as well. Let me know if I should. I still have to do front. I want to do the emblem too.